to another Bestestimes Reborn YouTube video. I'm your host Brad. It is currently, let's have a look, the 5th of August 2025. It is 9:53 AM. And let's have a look at the current temperature in Celsius. Current temperature is 22.1 degrees Celsius, feels like 22.4. 69% humidity, 0 millimeters of rain since 9 AM today. And the lowest temperature we had today was 10.5 degrees Celsius at 5:26 AM. If I was up and about then, I would have got video at that hour. It was nice and cool. But anyway, I'm your host Brad and welcome to Bestestimes Reborn. Gonna go for a random walk. See how we go. See where I decide to go as I'm doing it. Then it's a beautiful day, hardly a cloud in the sky. There's some on the horizon above, like the Catholic college and that I can see from here. And that's about it really that I can see. Got the new signage here, fixing the Bruce Highway for the far north. Will they do it? Who knows? But yeah, we'd like to show the billboards to see the changes. There's the Opal one there. We make boxes. Not for that long. Now they've changed it. But anyway, let's continue our walk on our merry way. This is Gundy Hill. It's in Innisfail, Queensland, Australia. We might go down Station Street. We don't do that as much lately. But they were digging up pipes and replacing things and doing all that for a while there. There's someone on the roof of Reese Plumbing again, two people. Up there, I don't know if it shows up on camera. But yeah, there's two people up there that I can see. There might be more. This is Station Street. Looks like they've freshly mowed this in the last couple of days along here, which is always good. Always looks nicer. So we're not just going to do the standard walk to town like we do. Definitely like to take advantage of a nice sunny day. It's where Van Rich Home Improvements used to be. It's JC Custom Fabrication across there. Where the old Railway Institute used to be. I like seeing the, oh, they're doing the mowing now. So probably wouldn't have been the best time to come down here, but anyway, such as it is. You got the old bridge that goes over the guttering here for the, was here from the Railway Institute. But nice day, cemented this whole thing, but then it needs would need pressure washing regularly. It'd be covered in mould in no time. The gutter was, the drain and that was all concreted. So it gets quite horrible further up. All the weeds and that. Anyway. Oh, I'd love to go for a walk around the railway station and show it in full detail, but you can't because people have done the wrong thing over the years, vandals and things, and someone would probably say something. Oh, there's two trolleys up there. There's a Woolworths and a Coles trolley. Crazy. Oh no, it's a Kmart trolley and a Woolworths trolley. Oh, we can show a little bit of it from this side. What we can show from here, the railway station. If there was a train coming, I'd definitely go and have a look and get it rolling in like a passenger train. Get a photo while I'm here. That would be nice to have a really good look around. There's a But the trolleys are over there. I think they'd have security screens on every window. Surprising they don't, really. Decent ones, after all the stuff that people have done here, sadly. You can see a lot of the old stuff here. Oh, people have even graffitied this. They're like fully laminated it in with a Nico pen or whatever. That annoys me, that stuff. Don't even know if this is anyway.
Welcome to Queensland Rail Travel's recorded arrivals information service. Home train information is available with 2025 982 route of Queensland southbound, running on time. You arrived in Britain 9 a.m. today. 994 under the Field train southbound, running on time. Is due to arrive in Britain 9:55 a.m. today. 992 Hampton Hills train southbound, running on time. Is due to arrive in Britain 6 p.m. today. 71 to Queensland northbound, running 1 hour 1 minute behind schedule. Is due to arrive in Cairns today. For more information, please visit www.queenslandrailtravel.com.au. If you would like to speak to our team, please call 1-800-72 between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. daily. Home train information is available August 2025 982 route of Queensland southbound, running on time. You arrived in Brisbane 9 a.m. today. 994 under the Hills train southbound, running on time. Is due to arrive in Brisbane. Welcome to Queensland Rail Travel's recorded arrivals information service. Home train information is available August 2025 982 route of Queensland southbound, running on time.
Anyway, we'll turn that off. Yeah, this is where the ticker booths and that were. Along here, people have trashed things, sadly. Used to be a drink machine here for years that had the $1 drinks, $1 cans and that. Until people trashed it, and then that was the end of it. But yeah, this is the Innisfail railway station. As best as I can show. I'd love to show a lot more detail, but there's only so much I can do without permission. Oh, there is a coal trolley down there, a little one. There we go. Anyway, some mosey on off down here. So as much detail as we can, so if it changes over the years, we can see what it was like. It's part of what we do, what I do. Yeah, it's strange that there's no security screens. There's cameras everywhere. On the platforms anyway, I don't know. I didn't see any out here, sadly. I think there really should be. But anyway. Go back down here to Station Street. Starting to get warmer. It's going to be sweaty warm soon, I would say. Would use that word. Okay, well, we'll go right here. People are running across the road down there. Not the smartest thing, but people do it. Might actually walk along the road because of the mower chap. Give him enough room to do what he's got to do. The windows glass and aluminium. Oh, windows warehouse glass and aluminium. Depending on how hot it gets, it may not be the longest video around, but it'll be a video nonetheless. Something to watch, something to look back on and see what it was like. And you can get an idea on what temperatures we had here at the time by the start of each video having me saying the temperature and the time and dates and all this sort of stuff. So when we look back, oh, okay, on that day it was a beautiful day. It was only so-and-so temperature. I go down Short Street. Caravan there. The glass warehouse, Windows warehouse. Farman and Sons, commercial fishermen, 25 Station Street. Okay. Well, this isn't Station Street, so it's a bit strange. It's like they were on Station Street before and they moved to here. And just kept that same sign. Maybe not, maybe that is their actual address. The old BP depot. Couple of like truck sort of depots here, deliveries and things to there. Can't really show over there when the chappie's standing there. See where they had all the dirt that I showed in another video at Sweeney Park for all the pipe stuff and that, the work they were doing around. I don't know, it's tempting to walk up here, but do I really want to? I've shown this so many times. I've shown all this area so many times, but it's interesting to look back and just see if there's any changes and all that. John Deere Honeycomb sales and services. Sales and service. Across there. This one here doesn't have a sign on this part, except for the number 17. The sun's to my right, so it makes it harder to see in that. It's something, auto repairs. And a little sign there. V&S Pro Auto Repairs. I think that's what it says. It's quite the small sign. Makes it hard to read. Another vehicle. And another one, a third one. Wow. Busy street. Honeycombs. Show that so I can look back and see what it was like. I don't think I've got many photos of this place. I might have. It's sold. Oh, Elder sold. Someone going in there, drinks and things. Probably morning tea or lunch. Innisfail glass and aluminium. There's a few of these places in this area. All trying to get business of doing the exact same thing, basically. Oh, hopefully they all last and do well. Innisfail kitchen. Innisfail kitchens and cabinets. There you go. Hopefully that shows up good. Someone wants to turn in here, of course. The old squash courts. Used to be a pool and that out there, but Alan Sultana took it over at one stage and got rid of all that stuff. So it's would have made it too hard to bring it back to what it was as a squash court when people do that. So I don't think there'll ever be squash courts ever again. Unless there's one left in there, I don't know. Innisfail Youth and Family Care Inc. That's where the squash courts used to be. Good year. I've got the free pallets here. There's plumbing down there. That's for sale again. Yearton, that place where there used to be the squash courts. And they're putting in like a 50s style diner in the old bakery. Don't know how that'll go. It always floods here when there's full on rain and that. So hopefully they get all the drainage sorted out so it doesn't happen again for them. I did let them know. I probably already knew, but I did put it on under their post, Facebook. There's the old Windy Hill Bakery. It's going to be TJ's Diner. So we're going to go some of the back streets we don't show us much. Glass on here, you think the businesses would clean that up, but anyway. Look better for their businesses. 5 minutes of sweeping, if that. Leaf blowing. Tractors and that on there. A lot of people are into tractors, so they might enjoy seeing this. Don't know what brands they are. UHI, I think. The UHI written on it. The Lynn Fox truck up here. And Gundy Auto Wash to my right. We might go down Carbuda, do the loop. It's 180. Across there where they've painted it up. I'm hoping that's just an undercoat. I know I've said it many times, but just the way mould is here, could end up fully mouldy. Network card and truck rental, part of Gundy Auto Wash. Oh, when we walk along here normally, it's when we have done it over the time, it's usually on the other side of the road. So I thought we'll jump on this side for now until it's not great to walk in here after a bit. It would annoy me living down here for these network things here, because they've got nowhere to store them. They used to have them over in the free parking across the road between the Mobile and the Metro. Yeah, we haven't done this loop for a little while, so well, this is the way to go. I don't exactly know what that all is there. So it's a sewage thing. Or water treatment or something, I don't know. Oh, that land's for sale. I don't know what house was there before. I probably got it on video. So old trolleys over there that I've shown before. Close up. There's less of them now over there. The back of 180. Used to be, I was going to say there used to be a boat there, but there still is. Yeah. Anyway, we'll show straight ahead and whatever shows. Left and right shows like we always do. It's all about history. Showing how things were. Like I say, you know, you can look back and see how it was. And that. think it'd be interesting in 20, 30, 40 years to look back and see the changes, watch these videos. Hopefully YouTube still exists by then. There's the back of Sweeney Park. You can't walk through it properly because there's a big drain and that. Makes it very hard. You can't go from here over to Castlereagh Street. Forgot to mention that was Castlereagh Street over there, where Innisfail Family Care Inc. And that is. Someone watching me. A really good look with a mask on. Not looking overly happy. Could ask what I'm doing. It's a camera for history. Yeah, a lot of people know, and a lot of people don't know. People watch my stuff. People look at my Facebook. A lot of new Innisfail photos on Facebook. A lot of effort gets put in. Family-friendly Innisfail content. Always family-friendly Innisfail content. Mary's Grasso Motors through there. But yeah, we always keep it all G-rated. Same with old and new Innisfail photos on Facebook. If anyone swears on it, they're deleted straight away, blocked, gone. You know, anything like that. Or if they were to put rude photos up. We have had people coming on trying to sell stuff. It's not a buy, swap and sell group at all. Not in the slightest. Those people are gone instantly. Well, Facebook themselves have their policies for these sort of groups too. And I don't want people selling stuff on there myself anyway, but they have it where you know, if someone tries to do stuff like that, I get to see it and then they often block the person and delete it. It's part of their rules as well, so. They got their admin rules and stuff for these types of groups, as well as the ones I put on, and I agree with their rules anyway, so it's all good. That was Pelican Street, that last one. When you turn up there, it becomes Pelican Street. There's your coastal marine and outdoors. So I've had people say to me, oh, I didn't even know that place existed, or this place, or whatever place I've shown. And that because we just drive past and don't notice. So, it's interesting. Mary's Grasso Motors. The main part up here. There's also a little shop over there, but you can't really go in there, just the way they've got it, and be able to show it on video. Or Charlie's, of course. Sort of expect that. Grasso Motors, MGM 4x4.com.au. Remember this was Tully Motors and the other Grasso Motors and all that. Across to Page Park and all that. Might go across and have a look at Page Park while we're here. The old Leex Chinese restaurant. Posty. So, coming up on the footpath, Page Park. Yeah, beautiful day. I'm just starting to sweat now. It's getting warm enough now. course, the temperature on Bureau of Meteorology comes from the Mundu airport, so it's not as accurate for in town here, but it's a bit of a way. Let's have a look, see what it says when it's loaded. 23.1 Celsius, feels like 22.5. I don't know if that's updated from before, but 63% humidity. Which, from my hotel, as you can read. Rebel Coffee up here, past the Commonwealth Hotel and the taxis, then Rebel Coffee. Might cross over once we get near Rebel Coffee. You can't really walk past there when there's people there videoing, that is. Would have shown more of Page Park, but actually forgot to. Usually I would turn back and show a bit more. So I got distracted by being ridiculously sweaty. Actually, yeah, we will cross just here. Get across. Oh, someone's turning into park right where I was about to go across. That's the way, and then going to back. Super cheap auto. Wyong Chinese restaurant, I think. Did I mention that the other one was Wyong or Lee Yix? The other one was Lee Yix. The old Lee Yix. I think I might have mentioned, said Wyong by mistake. But yeah, Lee Yix. Sorry I didn't show back at Page Park a bit more. Oh, I don't know what. Oh, I got distracted then. It's not like I saw anyone to be distracted by. Oh, do I know that person? Do I not? Nah, there's none of that. That's for our budget backpackers across there. We'll look to see if they've done anything extra in the old KFC. They haven't the last few times I've walked past. Douglas Community Radio. 101.5 FM on that ute over there, the white ute. Yeah, Douglas connecting our community. Huh, wonder why they're around for. Must be a reason. Notice a new newspaper opens later this month. The new newspaper for here, but they're based in Cairns. The office and that, going by their Facebook page. The old KFC across here, corner of Charles and Edith Street. Go across and just look in the window and see if anything's changed since I last showed it. This car's going straight ahead, this ute. Mosey on. Supposed to be heritage listed, this building, so I'll never be able to knock it down, but it does need a good sprucing up if anything else goes into it. It may stay like this for a long time. No, there's no changes since I last looked in here. Still basically the same, more run down. I wonder if they've still got the security cameras on in there. Because they did have all that time. Yeah, still on. Showing all this for history. Oh, I wouldn't want to go in there. So we used to get served and all that and behind where people worked. Wow. Well, we certainly needed the new one, but it's still sad to see this one go. not be used and get wasted and all that, and be a waste. But they never looked after it, so, you know, paint over the top of mould and all that. I've seen it many times. Mould on the wooden seats and, yeah. Not the best. So we might go down Dove Street. There's a few businesses down there that I don't think I've ever walked all the way down the street in video. We might go past this open firing grill, hunting grill, yeah, and just peek in the door and show where GF Rural Supplies and that, and then we'll cross over and go back, head back, take and have a look. See the new signage they've put up here. Where Hastie's bus service used to be. Along here. An old bus in the back. Old Ford there. Ford, what I don't know, Ford Falcon of some sort. Auto, air, and mechanical. Servicing, tune-ups, brakes, suspension. See, this is different. I haven't seen this here before. It's probably been here for a while. No actual name for it here. It looks like a record store. They do up old cars and that. What have we got here? Pure Pursuit House? I don't know, that's an... Well, it's a different name, we'll put it that way. Used to be Dura. Used to be GF Rural Supplies. Show the signage though, you never know, it might change again. It's GF Rural Supplies for years. I knew they were changing it. I've got photos in the past. Like zooming in from the end of the street, got KFC end. So I've got GF Rural Supplies written at the top. They're painted in all different colours. All these dog beds. It looks like in large, medium and jumbo. Yeah, dog beds. Yeah, it's all farming and rural supplies and things. Well, there's their logo. P-U-R-S-E-H-O-U-S-E. Pure House. Pure. Oh, I don't know how you're supposed to say it. Yeah, when you don't hear these names, it makes it harder. There's GF Rural Supplies written on there still. So you can have a look and see what it was like. And that, history. The van was going pretty slow. Electrical van. Cane pumping and irrigation here. I'll show across in a minute when this. Oh, I thought the vehicle was coming all the way down. Yeah, there's GF Rural Supplies. I'll get another photo on the outside. Or whatever they're calling it now. Anyway. Whew. Continue along. Yeah, it's strange when they change names of places, or they just have a place that has a name that's a little bit harder to work out what it is. Swan Street. And so it's sort of like doesn't stick in your mind like GF Rural Supplies did. And the big old sneeze. M&R Electrical Wholesaling up here. It was a gym for a while. I don't remember what gym, but it was a gym. GYM, not JIM. Not Jim as in Jim Carrey. Open fire hunting and grill supplies. Yeah, it's been open a while. Used to be a second-hand dealer for years, but it was closed down. Yet they had stuff. Can't really show in there. There was people in there. It used to be in Macmillan's. Shout out to Lenore and her family. Thank you, power equipment up here. Yeah, it's a Dub Street. Might walk down there. Should. Show what we can. I have walked down here before, but not in video, I don't think. Or if I have, I only walked a little bit of it. Yeah, there's thank you, Power Mechanical. North Coast Machinery. We won't go all the way down. Okay, North Coast Machinery. The place up here, there's someone standing there, so we'll turn around and go back in a sec. Used to be a place, all timber and all that supplies, owned by Innisfail Building Supplies. Yeah. Back in the day, that end shed. North Coast Machinery. Pets Domain Deliveries. Must be the back of all that. It used to be RSEQ and that, owned by the girls back in the day. Remember that for years. Go in there, they had a bookstore that sold CDs and stuff. You can buy mowers and that here. You can get mowers and that fixed in that here too, by the way it looks. This place here. Yeah, thank you, power equipment. Looks like Peter. It is. I'll go across and show these Tour Hub and Studio Cafe and Any Ink. Got a BMW. Look down here where we came from before. Try and get across. Might be best to go down where the painted traffic island is, a bit safer. So I can get into the middle. Sorry if the camera moves across too fast. I think I've got to fix the settings where it chooses the speed of the gimbal when you turn it. So it's back down here. You just towards the mobile and that. Oh, didn't know there was people sitting there. This is where Big Rooster and Red Rooster used to be. And that. People sitting there, so we'll show Page Park properly. We'll have a proper look when we get past. There's stuff happening up here, a lot of people. Oh yeah. River Coffee does well. Innisfail Budget Backpackers, which used to be Innisfail Building Supplies, and Sepand Kebab. Sepand Kebab is where this roller door is. Cool. Oh, we've got dogs outside there. 3 dogs that I can see. Makes it a little hard for what I do. Careful with the camera. And that. Show what we can show. Makes it hard for people walking past. Nearly up near the Commonwealth Hotel. Commonwealth Hotel here. Drive through. Super cheap auto across there. Again. But they used to have a taxi phone back ridiculous many years ago. I don't know when they got rid of it, but hasn't been there for years now. In that little hut there, a little bit. Taxi phones. Yeah, don't have any that many more. People just trash them. Sadly, used to be one at Coles, one at Woolworths, just outside Woolworths. Repco, Ibis Street, and super cheap. Now we're walking towards Page Park. It's easier to show. Well, we're at Page Park now, but walking towards where they've got their seat and everything. It'd be nice if this was done up full on and made look nice and have lighting and that for night time. Just deters people from lingering, loitering, doing the wrong thing here. There's often willy wagtails on that seat when I go past. Yeah, little bird there, black and white bird, or a willy wagtail. As I like to call him, a William Wagtail. So I know a chappie named William. Where's William? If you know, you know. Shout out to Willie 2000. Where Leonard Motors Marine used to be, and John Williams Motorcycles back in the day. They might be able to poke the camera in the door here, I don't know. That place there, I know people have asked me what it is. There's no signage telling you what it is. So I don't know how they're going to really do any business without signage. You know, a lot of people going past wouldn't even know it's open. No, he wouldn't even know that it's even there. If you're not the sort of person that's always taking notice and looking for changes like I am. So we'll head across this strange intersection here where they see how they've done this. So, not really the best. Sure. Maurice Grasso Motors. What way back used to be Roscoe's Pizza. You'll see a photo of that on Roscoe's website, their Facebook page, and you'll see it on old new Innisfail photos on Facebook too. The same location, photo in the same location, album on old new Innisfail photos on Facebook. Gordon Street down there. Well, that just says Joy on it, but what I've read on Facebook, it's like a daycare centre. There's across to Grasso Motors, Maurice Grasso Motors, Maurice. Never know whether anyone's going to turn here. So that's Grace Street down there, towards BCF and all that. Joy, Learn, Grow, Play. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's some sort of daycare. Or sale or something. There was all drinks in this fridge last time I come through. And the second one as well. It looks like there's all chips in that. Mixed vegetable on sale. I think that's what it says. And KAVA $10. Yeah, it's hard to really show in there. I mean, I'd go in and get a drink, but $4, yeah. Coastal Farm, the motorcycles, they had that painted. Well, I noticed it on Saturday. interesting. Good to see places taking pride in their businesses by doing them up. Coastal Marine and Outdoors. And Signal Tobacconist at 180 Edith Street. Coming up on Sundown Engineering. This one here, sort of orangey building. Wow, it needs cleaning. The paint peels off. Either it's not done very well, or people just come along and peel the paint off. Be a mixture. Just painted over old paint with no preparation can do that. I know that much. Michael Street. This one here. Plant Shop NQ. Been a few different places over the years. Yes, I remember there was a second-hand dealer in there a long time ago. Don't know if someone said something to me when I looked back. I couldn't see anyone. That could have been. Let's have a look over towards 180. Then get an idea of that, where it was. All the traffic going past being the Bruce Highway. And the other reason to show this is also because what if they do end up doing the bypass, which they're supposed to have started. I've been told that, but I don't know. Didn't find any evidence of it. Driving around the other day with old mate, so don't know. But you know, be a lot less traffic if they do that, which is not good for the local businesses that rely on the highway traffic. Even like your Repco and your Super Cheap, those sort of places. A bit of a worry. Those places may not last. All these little places. I mean, they'll get the local traffic, but you know, I assume they would rely on the through traffic from the highway, heading to Cairns or heading to Townsville. The thing with a lot of these businesses, when people are driving through, they'll be like, well, they're coming from Townsville, I've already got an hour and we'll be in Cairns, we may as well just wait, go there, stop there for whatever they want. And then on the way to Townsville, well, we've only just left Cairns, may as well wait till we get to Ingham and go to McDonald's there or whatever, you know, or Tully or somewhere. They would have driven a bit further then. Yeah, it's one of those things, sort of like, well, hopefully the businesses do really well. All that even after that, but yeah, it's a hard one. The situation. Hopefully they never do the bypass. Like traffic-wise, for me, as a pedestrian getting across the road, that side of it will be great. But otherwise, no. So that was the Metro. This is the Ampol. Used to be Caltex. Where IBS Engineering used to be, in this spot, in this location, but not the same building. Remember this being built in 2007. Sure, I've got photos that have 2007 on it, date stamped on there. Cyclone Larry wrecked the IBS Engineering there. They moved out across from the PCYC. Anyway, we're getting close to the Gundy Hill Hotel. Usually I cross over before then because if there's intoxicated people outside, it's not really the best for me. We're going past. Really only walk past and there's no one out there, or there's when it's closed and that. I'll show the outside. one person outside. See how we go. Jasmine Thai massage and the family barber. Sorry I walked past it so fast, but get past people. There was 2 people at first. But anyway, just continuing along our merry way. This is Railway Street coming up here. Yeah, it's strange how they made that sign there. It's harder to read Villanova, Warrina Home and Railway Street, but yeah, I can read it as a pedestrian walking along, but if you're driving it'll be a little harder if you don't know where it is. Railway crossing. And the railway station where we were earlier in the video. Hopefully everyone liked the video. I'll call it quits up here. Till the next video. Stay tuned for any photos if they turned out that I've taken during this video. There'll be a time lapse on here that I took about 2 days ago down at the Bundy Sports Ground of the sunset. Hopefully it turned out good. That'll be on here somewhere, you might have already seen it. Might put it on the start. But anyway, thanks for watching. Check out old and new Innisfail photos on Facebook. Feel free to post your own photos. Make sure you accept the rules and that, or Facebook will block me from being able to see you trying to join your request. Yeah, keep everything G-rated. No drug and alcohol references, sexual references, any of that stuff. And feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe on here. Let everyone see the videos, see the channel. And that'd be great. It's back towards town. Stay safe, stay cool. And we'll catch you in the next one.